Hey, today we are going to be talking about the Air Jordan 11s, black and red, Bred, or the playoffs. Same shoe, different name. But yeah, this is not going to be a review just because there are a lot of excellent reviews already on YouTube, so there's no point for me to make one. And if you're still interested in watching them, I'll put two links in the description. Both of them will take you to this WearTesters channel. They make the best sneaker reviews, and the first link is going to be on the Bred 11 2019's review, and the second one is a comparison video of the 2019 version versus the OG 1996 version. And with that being said, I also want to give a shout out to Cam for lending me these so I can talk about them while the video progresses. And since we're not going to be reviewing these, what we're going to do instead is to talk about what made the Air Jordan 11s so iconic, to a point where they are one of the most iconic sneakers of all time. And we really got to start with Tinker Hatfield, the guy that designed the Air Jordan 11s and also other Michael Jordan's signature sneakers. In an interview, he mentioned that the Jordan 11 is his favorite sneakers of all time because of the construction and the technology. And that really made sense because at that time, traditional basketball sneakers are really clunky and it's just all leather. And what made this shoe different is that he uses this ballistic nylon upper, which is pretty flexible and also durable. And then there's the patent leather that goes around the shoe, which provides support. And my favorite part is none other than the carbon fiber plate on the bottom. Now, traditional basketball sneakers, they just use plastic spring plate. Compared to a carbon fiber spring plate, they're not as durable or as light. So this is definitely something groundbreaking at the time. While Tinker Hatfield was still designing these, Michael Jordan was still playing baseball, and Tinker Hatfield was praying that Michael Jordan would come back and play in the NBA and wear his own Air Jordan 11s. And what happened next shocked the whole world because Michael Jordan announced his return to the NBA by saying two words: "I'm back." So in 1995, Michael Jordan came back to the NBA, and finally the Air Jordan 11 Concords made its debut. And that pair actually got Michael Jordan into some trouble because the colorway was actually against the dress code of the NBA, so he had to pay fines, and eventually Nike and Jordan gave him an all-black colorway, but just different model. I cannot remember, I think it's called Nike Air Flight or something. That incident actually helped the Jordan 11 to gain even more exposure, and that really resembled what Air Jordan 1 when they first debuted on court. They were called banned because NBA actually banned the shoe. And from that point onwards, Air Jordan 11s just got really famous, or you could say infamous in a way. So fast forward to 1996 November, the movie Space Jam starring Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes was released. And in the movie, Michael Jordan was wearing this Air Jordan 11 in the Space Jam colorway, which I really liked. I think the colorway is really cool. But yeah, the movie helped the model to gain even more exposure and reaching to a greater audience. And now basically everybody knows about Air Jordan sneakers. Now moving a couple of months back into April, and we finally got the Air Jordan 11 Bred black and red playoffs. And the reason why they're called the playoffs is, of course, Michael Jordan played these during the playoffs. But prior to the playoffs, Michael Jordan actually won league MVP and All-Star MVP. On top of that, he led the Chicago Bulls to the best winning record in the NBA, now second winning record with 72 wins and 10 losses, which is really untouchable. And somehow Golden State Warriors during the 2015-2016 season broke that record. The Chicago Bulls player Steve Kerr even said that there are a lot of games where they feel like they're gonna lose, but then somehow Michael Jordan willed the team to get the dub. I mean, if that is not greatness, I really don't know what is. Now back to the Bred 11s. These are something special because at the end of the season, at the end of the playoffs, Michael Jordan finally won his fourth NBA title and a finals MVP, of course. And there's this photograph of him laying on the floor, left arm clutching on the ball, tears streaming down his face, wearing the Bred 11s. A really emotional photo because the day that he won his fourth NBA title is also on Father's Day. And unfortunately, Michael Jordan's father passed away a couple of years ago in 1993. It's just a really emotional moment where you felt like you've won the world, but your father wasn't there to celebrate the moment with you. And so I just feel like the photo captured a moment of just mixed of extreme emotions. That just made the shoe feel even more special. Now it's attached with some sentimental value and, you know, just history and stories behind it. And that's what I feel like that made a pair of sneakers that special. It's the storytelling behind a pair of shoes. So yeah, the story has finally come to an end. Michael Jordan came back, debuted the Air Jordan Concords, wore the playoffs 11, won an NBA title, won the Finals MVP, League MVP, All-Star MVP, led the team to the best NBA record then with 72 wins. What else is there to say? He's the greatest of all time. It just sucks that I wasn't there to watch him play, although all we got is like videos or footage of him playing. I just feel like he's the type of player that is so mythical and untouchable. Even till this day, his name is still being brought up. So that really lets you think that how great of a player that Michael Jordan was. And yeah, with that being said, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.